Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. So I got my shorts out of the way for today, at least. I'm gonna do one more video later. Obviously, it's gonna be the Isaiah 4:1, because you got to realize something about monogamy and polygyny and lying to these women. But that's next. Right now, I want to get back to the Dealing with People series. And we're going to talk about the insulters today. You ever seen that person who you ain't seen them in a while and then they still trying to insult you like they seeing you every day? Or the people that everything they say, practically everything that come out of their mouth, it seems like they trying to insult you, whether it's on the sneak tip or whether it's just blatant. I'm going to show you how to deal with these people today. The first thing you need to understand is when it is time to confront them. Because you're not going to get anywhere just letting a person or persons insult you and just keep insulting you. It's not going to benefit you. You don't need to be hearing that. The time is going to come where you're going to have to confront them. And you're going to have to decide, am I going to insult them back? And if so, how? There's a couple ways that you need to handle this. The first things you need to know is what type of insulter you're dealing with. Are you dealing with one that might not mean well? Or are you dealing with one that is insulting you intentionally? Or unintentionally? You got to find out what you're dealing with exactly before you figure out how you're going to approach these matters. Because I don't care how you look, how you act, how you talk, how you walk. Nobody has the right to just, every time they see you, to be insulting you like they perfect or something. Like none of these people and none of us people are perfect. Therefore, because we're not perfect, that's full reason why we shouldn't be going around constantly insulting people. People will say stuff like, man, you done got fat. Or, man, what's up with all that gray hair? And it's normally miserable rich people. Maybe they got to, perform rituals and stuff to have what they have. Or it's poor people who they're miserable, so they want to make you miserable. Whatever the case may be, you got to figure out how you're going to deal with it. Because this you have to deal with. This is why this is the Dealing with People series. So you got these people, right? Your hair starts receding. They want to remind you, okay, don't you think I got a mirror at home? I know my hair is receding. But my hair ain't really receding like that. But I'm just using that for example, because I know some of y'all is hearing this. Listen. Like sometimes you got to say something intellectual. Like, yeah, my hair may be receding, but it don't have nothing to do with me as a person. Like, when they say, man, you look old. Yeah, but I feel young. And I guarantee you I'm feeling better than you. You got to flip the script sometimes. Sometimes you have to, been study them, size them up. And when they keep insulting you, be like, man, what about that big old stomach you got? Why you always talking about my stomach? Yo, look at your big old stomach. Your stomach bigger than mine. Sometimes you have to do it. Y'all misconstruing stuff in the Bible. The Bible never said that you can't never say anything. And if you think that, then you got it out of context. And let's go here. I respect the writings of the Apostle Paul. But y'all ever notice how some of his writings are kind of different from the other disciples, the prophets, so on and so forth? Whether it's telling the slave to go back home or whatever it is, sometimes his writing was just a little different. So you got it, like Peter said, you got to be careful with his writing. So when people be insulting you and stuff like that, again, you got to recognize, you got to know how to, once you recognize this person is always insulting me, the next thing you want to figure out how you going to handle it. Are you going to return insult? You say, well, the Bible tell you, listen, man, the Messiah himself was returning insults. You're not nobody's punching bag. You're not nobody's beacon of misery. That's why it's just a matter of figuring out how you're going to handle things. You go to these Thanksgiving dinners and you can't even look forward to a little turkey because you got all these relatives that want to remind you of your receding hairline, whether or not your stomach big, gray hair, this, that, and the other. Then you have the ones that get jealous over you if you come over there too fresh. I've seen that happen before too. Some of how you handle this is you just got to stop dealing with some of these people. And if they ask you, tell them the truth. Well, I just stopped coming around because every time I come around, you insulting me. You saying this. Oh, I was just playing. Do you not know how to play? How is that just playing? Because when a person is constantly insulting you, it's really they trying to make you feel bad. Don't be a person with high confidence because they're intentionally going to try to insult you. And it's normally, I don't buy into this dudes trying to act like they're cute and stuff. If you always insulting other men, I already know you dealing with some self-esteem issues and you ain't as happy as you trying to be. See, a lot of these YouTubers, they try to act like they so happy. But all you got to do is listen close to some of them and you know they not happy. If you always going off the deep end on people, if you always insulting people, I already know what time it is with you, man. I'm no Matrix, man. You can't get that stuff past me, man. You got the ones that try to tell you about how to be a man, how to be this, how to be that. But where did you learn it from? Did you learn it from your experiences? Because you ain't had no men around. And that's how it is with some people, man, whether it's at work, whether it's on YouTube. Some of this insulting comes because think about it. Remember Mean Girls? Like that stuff is usually feminine. Like when you got a bunch of men who are being men, the workplace is supposed to go smooth. The movie theater is supposed to go smooth. Wherever you at, it's supposed to go smooth. You know why it don't? Because you got these feminine men and that brings confusion. You got too much estrogen mixed with your testosterone. And what does it cause? All this insult. You ever seen the people that they go in public and they just, whether it's teenage boys, and all they doing is just talking about people, like just talking about people. Talking about people. Sometimes you have to know when to ignore, when to respond, when to insult back, when to withdraw from these people. These are the things you got to know. Which each individual who doing it to you, you have to know. You might have to quit a job. Like if you can't go to work in peace, all these people is linked together and they just hee ha ha. That's why you should always be saving your money. Always be cheap. Keep your luxuries though. Especially if you're in a work environment like that. That's a hostile work environment. Why would you get rid of Netflix if that's what you like to do? Why would you see people try to tell you, cut this, cut that. Don't cut your luxuries. Don't cut those things that make you feel better and appreciate life more. Find another way to save your money. But these insulting people, again, sometimes you might just have to stop dealing with them. Sometimes you might have to quit a job. You might have to cut some people off. Like, ain't nobody listen. If me and you friends, why are you insulting me all the time? You're not a friend. Demote that person. Remember, you have friends, you have associates. A person is insulting you all the time, that's not a friend. That's an associate. Because a friend, they not gonna insult you more than they commend you, more than they support you, more than they compliment you. Even if they joke around like that, they might roast you a little bit. It ain't gonna be more than all the positive stuff. So just think about these things I told you. And I will be back with one more video today. This is the truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.